With cars being a big part of everyone's day-to-day lives, people will always want to drive something that suits their lifestyle. For some, this means a pickup truck, SUV, sedan, or just something practical. And for lots of people, sports cars are exactly what fits their lifestyle. With lots of these sports cars having incredible power, it can sometimes be very difficult for an untrained driver to fully handle the car properly. And these cars will usually have more problems than your typical vehicle, so it is important you do your research before buying a sports car. With that said, here are the 5 worst sports cars you can buy. Chevrolet Camaro. The Chevy Camaro has been a legend in the American sports car community, but unfortunately it is one of the deadliest sports cars on the streets. Its first major flaw is premature timing chain wear. This defect is caused by a faulty oil life monitor, resulting in extended oil life exchange, which caused a check engine light, engine damage, and even total engine failure occurring at high speeds, which is an expensive $2,000 repair. The 2020 Camaro is also infamously known for blown head gaskets. A head gasket prevents engine oil, engine coolant, and the combustion gases from escaping the engine. The Chevy Camaro's head gasket often fails for multiple reasons. Engine overheating is the most popular cause. The Camaro's third flaw is most likely the most deadly flaw of the Camaro, and that would be its history with the passenger airbag failure. In 2016, Camaro owners placed a class action lawsuit against General Motors, alleging that defects in the car caused passenger airbag system failure. The lawsuit claimed that Camaro owners experienced airbag warning lights turning on and off when someone was in the passenger seat, which would cause the passenger airbags to fail during a crash. The problem can occur at any time, while driving at any speed, leaving the passenger completely unprotected. Nissan 370Z. While the Nissan 350Z had a good reputation among the car community, Nissan's newer model of the sports car, the 370Z, was notoriously troublesome. Even though the vehicle was equipped with a relatively reliable 3.7-liter V6 engine with over 300 horsepower, it still had fatal flaws. The early 2009 and 2010 models suffered from a faulty steering lock column that left many owners broken down on the side of the road. Luckily, Nissan recalled some of the faulty models, but to this day there are many on the road that never got fixed. Ford Mustang. Even though the Ford Mustang is one of the most popular sports cars of all time, its deadly flaws are numerous and makes it one of the most dangerous sports cars to own. The Mustang's first fatal flaw is its malfunctioning electronic stability control system. The Mustang's electronic stability control system has a bad habit of not staying on when you want it to. When you turn off the Mustang's electronic stability control system, it automatically reactivates itself unexpectedly. Depending on the car's speed and its angle when drifting, this unexpected reactivation can be a huge problem when trying to show off at the car meets. When leaving a car show at high speeds, reactivation of electronic stability control causes the car's computer to think the driver is losing control of the car. To correct itself, the system will suddenly hit the brakes or cut the power to the engine, sending its driver to an unpleasant destination. The next fatal flaw the Mustang carries is its solid rear axle suspension, which is one of the deadliest engineering mistakes in history. The big problem with the Mustang's solid rear axle suspension is its design. Solid rear axles are great for straight line acceleration and when you need to use a set of drag radios or slicks for maximum traction. However, any imperfection in the road that disturbs one side of the car will transmit to the other. When you hit a bump, each wheel doesn't move independently, so when one wheel travels up or down, the opposite wheel will move in the opposite direction. Solid rear axles also handle poorly in sharp turns. When taking a corner, the weight of the car shifts to the opposite side, resulting in body roll. And when the car is unsettled or thrown off balance, unexpected bad things can happen. The Mustang's last flaw is its use of an open differential. Some Mustangs have a basic open differential. An open differential directs increased wheel rotation to its outside wheel while turning. When a tire loses traction, open differentials directs power to the wheel with the least amount of resistance. And in the event of loss of traction while turning, Mustang owners more easily lose control. Essentially, there are no traction control features with this setup. In high-powered conditions, traction will be at a minimum and could potentially result in a total loss of control. Porsche 911. After 51 amazing years of production, the Porsche 911 is often considered to be one of the best sports cars of all time. But before you get behind the wheel of a beast like this, you need to understand all of the deadly flaws of this vehicle. Not only is the 911's engine in the back of the vehicle, but it's so far behind the rear axle that even the smallest wrong move can cause dangerous oversteering and send your car into an unplanned location. First, engineers tried to solve the vehicle's weight imbalance by putting iron weights in the front bumper of the earliest models. By the early 70s, the 911's legendary spoiler and front air dam did an incredible job of keeping this car planted to the ground. Today, the all-wheel drive system and traction control systems have fixed most of these fatal issues. And even though the older models are still some of the most legendary, they are also incredibly dangerous. Aston Martin 177. With only 77 units produced worldwide and a carbon monarchy chassis, the 3.7-liter V12 would give you 700 horsepower and an amazing hand-formed aluminum body. With a price tag of $2.2 million, this car was an example of what happens when an automaker builds a vehicle without saying no to its engineers. The 177 is an incredible racing-inspired supercar. With the amazing designs, high-tech features, and impressive performance, the Aston Martin 177 is still a very deadly car. The transmissions on these vehicles are incredibly bad and will sometimes automatically stall in the middle of driving. One owner reported his car automatically stalling several times in a row while just cruising down the street. Those were 5 of the worst sports cars you can buy. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more automotive news and facts like these.